Hi, everybody. I'm Jones.
And I'm Mann. And we're Jones and Mann. And tonight, we're jonesing on, well, everything.
Yeah.
Reviews. All of it. All of it. Jones, has been a real privilege to go through this year. I know you're not a big social media, behind the camera kind of guy. So I know that this was a big step outside of your comfort zone and your normal box. Then drinking, you never have any problem with.
Yeah.
But just doing this. So, I appreciate you jumping on this bandwagon, kind of getting excited and being energized about, Jones and Mann and making it. I think we're shooting this a little bit early, but we're probably, 800 or so subscribers. We had a goal of hitting 1,000, but I think that, even 800, and depending on where we are now versus where we end up at the end of the year, for two guys who don't have social media, we don't have any, big machine behind us. We just kind of jumped out and said, hey, we want to drink, we want to talk about it. And people followed us and people liked it.
Yeah.
It's
amazing.
I mean, it's a big deal. So I just said, for our final episode of 2018, that what we should do is just pull up, pour something. Right now, I got a little raspy in my voice, so I'm sipping on something that we didn't review, Low and Slow, which is rock and rye, which is whiskey and rock candy kind of mixed together. I don't say old wives' tale, but I've always heard that when you have a little congestion or something, that's the best thing for it. What are you sipping on?
I actually have some of the Angel's Envy rye that we reviewed a while ago.
In the Caribbean Cask.
Caribbean Cask.
So what I figure we do is just sip, let y'all into what it is that we do. I'm rocking the little City Lokes Jones and Mann cap right there. So maybe we'll try and work out a deal with them to kind of, if people are interested in getting a Jones and Mann cap in 2019, that maybe we can get, so we can get that to you. But I think we just talk through, what our, maybe top 3 favorite reviews of 2018 and why.
Okay.
So I know I kind of prepped you a little bit to say, hey, start thinking about it. Let's get on camera and talk about it. We pulled out a ton of bottles up here. So top three, Jones. Top 3.
I guess we can kind of go back and forth.
Okay. What's your top?
So my top number 1, and I think you will agree with
that. You stole mine, but go ahead.
And I was a little late on it because you and Drewski reviewed the Whistle Pig.
Uh-huh.
And, it took me a long time to get back to where I reviewed it.
Yeah.
And Whistle Pig is definitely my number 1. And, I'm real big on, if it costs $100, I want it to be valued at $100.
Yeah.
Guys, hands down, Whistle Pig is worth every penny that you'll pay for it. So that's why it is my favorite review of the year. The shot was super smooth.
Yep.
It had wonderful flavors, and it was great for just either sipping neat or either on the rocks.
Yeah, I think the Whistle Pig was one of the big surprises. And we had a couple throughout the course of the year, but one of the big surprises was that Whistle Pig. It was really, really good. It was something that we favored it. The special guest favored it. It was higher priced, and we still would buy it. I think you actually just ordered a bottle, so hopefully in 2019 we'll get to review a couple other things, and of course, I'm gonna spend it. So when I run up, I've had chances to buy Whistle Pig, but I've trumped it because I bought other stuff. So all right. I guess first thing that comes into mind for me for number 1, I'm trying to look around here, was one of the big surprises for me that you didn't really get a taste of. You've had a little bit in between, but it's really not in your wheelhouse. Was probably Sparkle Donkey.
Really?
The tequila. a diehard Sparkle Donkey fan now. We tried through the course the Blanco, the Reposado, the Añejo. The Reposado is my favorite. I probably ordered like 4 bottles recently, 6 total with the hot donkey with the cinnamon flavor. As far as the surprise goes, and something that, I continue to drink throughout the year. I'm not gonna say it's my number 1 out of my top 3, but of my top 3, Sparkle Donkey will have to be up there.
I can go ahead and tell you that the Sparkle Donkey that I've tried, definitely nowhere near it. It is very close to my top flops.
Yes, you're not a tequila man. You're not a tequila man. Okay.
But on that same note, my number 2, Dobell. It trumps my number 3, which is coming up, but it trumps my number 3 because it, like you said, I'm not a tequila guy.
Right.
So the Dobell really trumped it because I'm not a tequila guy, but that is one that I bought several bottles. I think the first time you saw me buy it, you were super shocked.
Yeah, we went to ABC store and this guy comes in and gets tequila. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
The world has completely flipped on his head when Jones goes in and buys tequila. Yeah.
I've introduced this to my friends, my family, and I've actually converted them from Patron. Like my nieces love Patron, and now they are willing to buy this Dobell. And I'm like, not only is it cheaper, it has more flavor.
Yeah,
it is a smoother drink. It's just a really good buy for me.
Yeah. The Diamante is tops.
Oh yeah, it's definitely tops.
I guess another one takes me back in the world of rum, which was a big surprise from Master P. I make her say, the Sugar Skulls, man. We tried the Wild Berry. We tried the Tribal, which the Tribal wasn't a big hit, but I mixed some drinks with it on a couple of drink drops, and it played out phenomenal. Yeah. But the coconut was fantastic. Still haven't had a chance to pop the vanilla. Still haven't had a chance to pop the cinnamon. But the reviews are coming, and I've been really impressed. Price point $22, $24, still depending on where I ordered for.
In North Carolina.
Still hard. I still had to order it. I ordered it through one of our favorite websites. I had to put it down below. It wasn't Ace. It was Remedy. Remedy Liquors. Yeah, Remedy Liquors had straight to your door, best price on Sugar Skull, and that was another surprise. It was really, really good, and I've turned a lot of people on it too. To like, even from the stable, which is Malibu. I got a friend that works with me who's not a big drinker at all, but she's trying to get in and drinking a couple things, and she had Malibu. But then we had an event, and we had done that Sugar Skull, and I brought it in, and she was like, "Oh man, this is way better. I could drink this on the rocks, kind of deal." Definitely.
Sugar Skull was good.
Sugar Skull.
I'll admit to that.
Yeah,
that was good. I remember that review. Yeah, definitely remember that one. So my number 3, I guess I kind of leaked it a little bit, and you guys are probably like, his number 3, Effin.
Okay.
Yeah. And again, I'm not a vodka drinker. You guys probably have noticed through all the reviews that I kind of skip out and miss on the vodka, the gin.
Well, we didn't know no legs.
You're talking about the push-ups and squats?
Oh, yeah. Oh, no.
But Effin was another surprise for me. It did get trumped out by Dobell, only because Dobell I am very, very so far from tequila.
Yeah.
If you review most of the tequila episodes I was in, you'll see that I never
flop.
Automatically flop.
I think the only other one that you might have favored was El Jimador, the Añejo, which is $18 and
$18. Even the silver is really good. I've done some of those with family, doing some of the events that I do, and they enjoy it. So it's definitely, and that's one of the things that I've really enjoyed about this whole journey over the past year. Like you said, I'm not a big social media guy,
right?
I'm definitely the conspiracy theorist, off the grid type person. So
and I should really be that person. I'm not, because I get out there and I do a little social media.
You say the comp sci guy will be the social media
right.
more big time guy, but yeah, this has been a journey of getting me out of those flavors that I'm used to, because and one of the things that makes me stick so close to bourbon is because a bourbon or a whiskey, there's just so many different flavors that you have with the aging.
Yeah, sure.
So, like I said, Effin is my number 3.
Well, I'm gonna be a little softy and sentimental. So I guess you went 1, 2, 3, and I went 3, 2, 1.
Okay. Oh, your number 1?
My number 1.
Let's see what your number 1 is.
My number 1 is actually the Ciroc French Vanilla. And it wasn't because
that was our first one?
That was our first one. And that was what started it. We sat down, we kind of said, hey, we're gonna go for it, we're gonna do it. And we got out and we sipped the French Vanilla. And I think that I was already in the concept wise, I was like, this will work. And then once we got together and we did it, and I felt like you kind of even brought into it and said, okay, that was kind of chill. I liked it. And I think that was the catalyst that propelled a lot of other things. And for the longest, French Vanilla was one of our number 1 views video. Still might be as of today, and I'll check and add it to notes.
I think that was
one because it's been out the longest. It wasn't necessarily the best spirit that we tried, but I think it was the beginning, and for me that meant something, Right. I'll tell you, it wasn't the best spirit that we tried, but it was the door that opened, that brought all of y'all into the Studio East and Studio West, and on Instagram and on Facebook and on Twitter. That's what kicked it all off, and that'll always hold a special spot for me because that was the beginning.
I hope you poured that bottle of alcohol out.
Oh, well, look. I bought a new one. It was nostalgic,
Okay.
Yeah, I bought a new one. I got a problem, okay? I'm sorry, I got a problem.
Yeah, with buying alcohol. Unfortunately, it's not as bad as drinking. So
yeah, and see, I always say I am not an alcoholic because I could not have all this alcohol.
You buy it, but you don't drink all of it.
I don't drink it, so I'm not an alcoholic.
Right, you're a connoisseur.
And I do drink, but I also like sharing with folks.
Yeah.
And that was the I guess the start of this too, was being able to share. Not like we're sommeliers and we're expert opinion, but you kind of, as you watch as a viewer or a Joneser, you kind of say, okay, well, I like the sweeter side. I like what Mann will pick. I'm more whiskey bourbon style. I might like what Jones will pick. And we try and make sure, even though we say we don't like, but we kind of agree with some characteristics. And, sometimes we might have saved some people some money, or sometimes we might have said we encourage them to try something that they might not have tried otherwise. Yeah. And I think that's for the culture.
And that was one of my biggest buy-ins after that first video, and not really truly enjoying this rock, and mainly because it wasn't in my wheelhouse.
Right.
But as we've gone through a lot of these videos, I feel like we are helping people, because how many people? I mean, me personally, if I would walk into a store and I see the Whistle Pig, I'm gonna completely laugh and say I'm never gonna buy that.
I'm never gonna pay $125.
I'm never gonna pay $125.
Well, me, I might would, but I get it. I would definitely be a little more hesitant about it.
And if you guys have not seen my review of the Whistle Pig, please watch it, and you'll see me as soon as I take that sip of the shot.
It's genuine.
It's genuine. It's like, oh my God, this is so flipping amazing. And that's one of the things that I don't think a lot of people will get to enjoy simply because, like I said, who's going to pay,
price point, $125.
That price point for $125 for a fifth.
I saw $130 something this weekend.
Oh, wow.
Well, this week, rather.
Yeah, so, and that's what gets my buy-in for continuing to do this.
Yeah. And even still, same suit. We tried Weller.
Oh, yeah.
And that's something that can go 150, 200 and something. And, I feel like, and I feel bad, but I feel like I'm going to give my honest opinion regardless of how it is.
Yeah.
So that's how it is.
Yeah, those were kind of disappointing for me because, and that's the other thing is you go to the liquor store, you see this higher end or mid grade or this low end, and that's one of the things I want to do more so in 2019.
More low end
is more lower end of what people would consider daily drinkers or possible. I would never try this because
and maybe some high end too.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm gonna wild out next year.
Yeah, gotta wild out.
I wild out this year. I'm gonna wild out next year.
But definitely want to do like a best bourbons under $20 because everyone that comes to me says, well, you guys only review bourbons that are above $40 to $50.
We owe you guys.
Yeah, we
definitely a top 10 or top 5 rums, or top 10 bourbons. So 2019, we're gonna put it out there. To it. Okay, we talked about what we like. What was the floppiest flop of 2018?
Flop, absolutely horrible. Will never try it again. I cannot get rid of the fifth in my liquor cabinet. Guess what it is? Corralejo tequila.
Oh, I forgot about Corralejo.
Oh my God,
man!
I tried to pass this off.
I had to unfriend somebody because I didn't unfriend you, but I definitely look at you differently. Yeah.
Please send me this friend's address.
I'm not.
I will mail this to you. Because I had an event where this was the only tequila I set out. And nobody touched it. And I have all tequila drinkers in my family.
Now, what I say, 2019, I hear constantly that the blue bottle is good. It's better.
Okay.
So that means I kind of got to buy one.
I will let you buy that one.
Yeah.
I will let you maintain it at your house.
Okay. All right.
And I think at the next cookout, that is the only tequila that goes out.
Yeah, next one. When I finish my backyard stuff, we're gonna have to purge because I gotta make room for 2019, man. Sure. This is like a quarter of what's in the inside.
Exactly.
So I gotta purge.
Do you not remember me going through and sending 6 bottles of blends?
No, that's not 6 bottles. There's not 6 bottles of blends. There's a couple.
Okay. Number 2 flop.
Okay. Let me get my number 1.
All right.
My number 1 flop. I bet you can guess. It is international. Suntory Toki. That Japanese whiskey was.
Whoa!
I would not allow it in my house.
You just found more whiskey.
Okay. Well, listen. I try and give a fair shake. So I did not like Suntory Toki, but I do have Yamasaki, and I do have I think it's Kura, but the Kura is aged in rum barrels. It's finished in rum barrels.
Yeah, I saw that Japanese rum barrel.
Japanese rum barrels. So who knows?
I was in Japan several years ago, and I had not had any Japanese rum. I'm hurt. Gotta go back.
So maybe that's where it's at. What's your number 2 flop?
Number 2 flop. Let's see here. Are you grabbing effing as a flop?
No, I'm grabbing the effing as
sir.
Let's keep the party going.
My number 2 flop. Let's see, Coralejo. Number 2. Let's see.
I know my number 2. You better not steal. You stole my number 1s.
All right,
so don't steal my number 2.
So I'm having a hard time finding my number 2. I'll let you do your number 2. And
my number 2 comes from a well-known brand. They've been very successful at delivering quality products. And honestly, to be truthful about it, they nailed the flavor. I just don't understand why in the world you would want to drink the flavor.
What is this said flavor?
Crown Royal, Texas Mesquite. Biggest flop. Well, that's my number 2 biggest flop.
Oh my God,
It was horrible. It was horrible. It was horrible.
Oh man, I gotta make you the whiskey wings. That's the only thing that's good for. That is the only thing that's good for. I forgot to bring the spray bottle the last time I cooked you guys wings.
Yeah, I purchased 2 bottles because I got a bad habit of buying 2 of everything, and I still have 1 bottle, and I'm missing 6 or 8 shots out of the other bottle because you and I did 4. And then I tried to pawn it off on random, unsuspecting people. And they still wouldn't go for it.
Man, I will make you a promise. And guys, you hold it to me. Hold me to this promise. I promise to cook, man, some sort of grilled item.
With
this mesquite.
Will you use a whole 5th to do it?
I can't use a whole 5th as marinade or a spray.
Please do.
But
what if I get like a bunch of whatever we grill to use up the whole bottle?
I can't use a whole 5th.
I
would definitely.
I can't find anything else to do with it. Yeah. Anything. Oh.
But yeah. So this has been an amazing journey.
Yeah, it has. And honestly, I'm really looking forward to 2019. I know that it's you and I both work. We got full lives.
Oh yeah.
And it is, everything that we put out. We spend the cash. Yeah. So YouTube's not paying us on none of this. No sponsorships. We had a couple nice bottles here and there, but everything we are funding. But we still do it out of love. But it just means that the frequency of us being able to do that. I was gone for 4 days. I'll be here for 3 days, and I'll be gone again for 4 or 5 days in between. So it's rough. Yeah. But we love it, and we love being able to bring you guys episodes. I love the interaction, the messages. Keep it coming. I owe somebody right now something that I'm gonna send them in the mail. I try and do a little bit of that here and there. But from the bottom of the glass, not the heart, of the glass of Jones and Mann, we appreciate it, man. We didn't hit 1,000, or we might have hit 1,000. We might hit 1,000 by the time this ends. Yeah. But even if we don't, we have enjoyed the ride.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Enjoyed the ride. Definitely a great learning experience.
2019, we're gonna bring some new stuff. It'll be a mixture.
Stay tuned.
Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And for 2018 into 2019, this has been another episode of Jones and Mann. And for New Year's, we want you to make sure you throwing them up, telling everybody about it, and make sure every time you raise your glass that you holler out, clink them and drink them. Thank you.